If you guys have CSGO skins or skins from other Steam games and want to trade those in for instant cash, PayPal, or Bitcoin, be sure to check out skins.cash. Link in the description. All transactions are instant and it's the best site to sell your skins. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered video. Now, the other day I did a video talking about the top 5 guns in Infinite Warfare. A lot of you guys seem to love that video and it's going over very well. It's got like 8K likes or something crazy on my channel. One of my best videos in Infinite Warfare so far. So I decided why not, follow that one up with the top 5 guns in Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, of course, everyone's playing these different Call of Duty games, and whenever you're playing Call of Duty, one of the most important things is to class it up, but more importantly from the class it up is the gun that you're using on that class setup. And that's why basically I am going to make this video, give you guys 5 of the best guns in my opinion, and guns that you'll never ever really go wrong with in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. If you guys could drop a like on this video, I'd really appreciate that. 2,000 likes would be the goal. That would be amazing if we could smash that up. I would absolutely love you guys forever, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. So coming in at the first one on my list, and of course these are in no particular order. Some people were confused on the last one. These are just in no order. They're just top 5 guns. But here we have the first one is going to be the M16. Now, of course, I already made a video on this gun saying it's one of the best guns in the game, and it is for good reason. Now, the M16 is a 1 burst to 2 burst kill every single damn time, which makes it so overpowered. This thing has been overpowered since this game first came out in 2007. Now, the only thing that is bad about the M16 is it's very slow pace. It's got very bad stock moving side to side, and it's very slow aim down sights. But basically, this gun is perfect for if you're set up in a building, aiming down sights, taking people out with 1 burst kills. You can't get anything better than the M16, and it's probably the favorite gun of choice by pros and most people in this game, just because of its ability to consistently 1 burst. Now, if we look at a gun from like Infinite Warfare, the Wreck, the R3K, that thing will 1 burst maybe 25%, 30% of the time, when this M16 will literally 1 burst 70% of the time maybe. It's just absolutely ridiculous, and if you land all of your shots, you're going to get a guaranteed 1 burst every time. If you land all 3 of the shots out of the burst, I recommend using this gun on maps where you can post up, get angles on people, maybe post up in a building, post up behind some head glitches, or this one works very well on a map like Bog as well, Crossfire where I'm using it right here, or a map like Bog where you can definitely just post up, pick people off. That's when you're going to want to use this M16. If you're a fan of burst guns in any single Call of Duty, this one is probably one of the, I'd say this is probably like the second most famous burst gun of all time. Probably the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2 might be more famous and a little bit better because of how dominant it was in that game, but this gun definitely is up there with the top burst guns of all time. This one from COD 4, and of course the FAMAS from MW2, both super good burst guns, and that's basically why if I put it on my list of the top 5 guns. Coming in at the next one, we have the MP5 submachine gun. Now, this one has been talked about quite a bit, and that's just because I usually use this gun with the red dot as well, the MP5. I don't find that silencer is that useful in this game. It's a bit different how you have to play these games. For example, a game like Infinite Warfare, you can run Ghost Silencer, stay off the minimap, flank people and stuff like that. But in Call of Duty 4 or Remastered that we're playing, you really have to just win with your gun skill, be set up for gunfights, and this MP5 is absolutely perfect. The thing I love about this MP5 is how fast it can strafe and how fast it aims down sights. It feels like, if you guys didn't know, every gun in the game has different speeds on their stock, which is basically how they sway back and forth when you're aiming down sights, and different speeds on their aim down sight. Now, if you guys look at this gameplay, it seems like I have quick draw on my damn MP5, but quick draw doesn't exist in COD 4. So it's basically, this is just the default how fast it aims down sights, and it's probably double as fast as the M16 with the red dot. I absolutely love using the MP5 with the red dot, and I find that that is might be one of my favorite guns in this game because it makes me feel like COD 4, which is traditionally a more slower paced Call of Duty game. When I'm playing with that MP5, it feels more like a game like Modern Warfare 3 where I can rush up to in their face with the P90, and that's why I love the MP5. If you do enjoy Call of Duty 4, but you find it a bit too slow compared to the recent Call of Duty games, which I know some people are feeling that way, even though they might not say it because people will attack them. COD 4 is the best. People are really huge fans of COD 4, and they'll go at you for anything about it. But it is a slower paced Call of Duty game. That's just a fact, especially compared to these futuristic movement based Call of Duty games. Everyone has different preferences, but the cool thing about the MP5 is not only is it super duper powerful, which it is, but its speed is unmatched in this game. It's probably the fastest one in the game for actually rushing, aiming down sights, getting those kills, and that's why this is definitely my gun of choice if I'm trying to, I need something that plays a bit faster and I'm trying to play full on rushing, this is 100% my gun of choice, the MP5. I think that there are some good SMGs in this game and there are good assault rifles. The gun bounce in this game is pretty good. I think gun bounce in Call of Duty has been really good, except for probably Modern Warfare 2 and BO1. Those probably had the worst gun bounce because there was guns that were just absolutely trash. But the gun bounce in this game is good, and MP5 is definitely up there. Next gun on my list is going to be the M4 carbine. Now this gun looks the exact same as the M16. In every single way, this gun is a mirror to the M16, except for the fact that this gun is fully auto and the M16 is a burst round, and this one also has sort of like a built-in grip, if you guys can see me grabbing it. It's not a grip attachment. Of course, the attachment I use on just pretty much every single gun that is going to be on this list is going to be either red dot, or on certain gun that you'll see later I use like no attachment. But the M4 is actually statistically my best gun in this game. I have the highest KD with it, and I do like this gun because you can play a little bit more fast-paced than the M16. You're not going to be able to get those long-range kills as quickly with the M4 carbine, but with the M4 carbine, you're able to play a little bit more fast-paced, and I find that this gun, as well as a gun like the AK-47, which I'll give the AK-47 an honorable mention, it's not going to be on my list, but the AK-47 is very similar to the M4 carbine. I would say the M4 carbine is sort of like the NV4 of this game, if you want to compare it to Infinite Warfare, because I know a lot of you guys play Infinite Warfare, and then the AK-47 is sort of like a K-bar of this game. That's how I would basically put it, or sort of like the Volk, I guess, because AK is sort of like the Volk. But this one is definitely a very good weapon, and the M4 carbine, you have the ability to spray with it, which you don't really have with the M16. I mean, you can spray with it, but if you miss those bursts, you can definitely get picked off. While with this thing, it does also have a little bit more fast-paced aim down sights and strafe than the M16. Basically, I don't know the official stats, but by testing out different weapons, you can see which weapons aim down sights faster. I mean, by watching this gameplay with the M4 carbine, you can see I'm aiming down pretty fast, and that is a huge thing for someone like myself. How fast you aim down sights with a gun, how fast the gun reloads, how fast it shoots, all those default things are huge for me when I pick top 5 guns, or when I pick the top guns in the game. And that's why in a game like Infinite Warfare, I'm such a big fan of the MV4, because of how good it is default. Fast reload, fast aim down sights. But this video is about Modern Warfare Remastered. Next gun is going to be the AK-74U. Now, I didn't really use this one that much in the original game. I was basically like an MP5 guy, but in this game, I've come to really like this gun. Now, it is a bit slower paced than the MP5, and I don't use a red dot on this thing, but basically, what's so good about this is it's so damn powerful. This 74U, I run it with stopping power usually. Sometimes I'll throw a Juggernaut on it if they're, you know, sniping a lot, but this thing just absolutely melts people, and I didn't expect this gun to be so powerful, and I really do like this. This is probably the gun I'm using the most right now when I've been playing recently. This gun is definitely really fun, and it's really good for people who want a strong SMG and want to play a little bit more up in the enemy's face, but also pre-aiming around corners, and this gun also has a very good hip fire. I definitely would say it's between the AK-74U and the MP5 for the best SMG in the game, and then the third one would probably be the P90. The P90, I'll give that one an honorable mention. It's not on my list, but basically that gun is really good because of how large of a magazine size it has. It basically has like a built-in extended mags, and the P90 is actually one that works very well with the suppressor. I don't find that the 74U plays that well with the suppressor. It just seems like it's so weak with the silencer, when a gun like the P90 seems to be the best SMG silence. MP5 I usually run with a red dot, and then the 74U I just run with no attachments, because those are basically the only attachments, and in this game you don't really have that many customizable options, which makes the game, you know, of course the game came out such a long time ago, almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago I think to be exact, and that's why there's not all the customizable options as Infinite Warfare and stuff like that. Now, the last gun on my list for the top 5 guns is going to be the G3. Now, the G3 is basically a semi-auto gun. This is one you have to tap fire. This gun works sort of like an FAL or like a Shiva, I guess you could say, from Black Ops 3, but this gun is super powerful, man. I've seen a lot of people Hutch, who actually is another YouTuber, a Call of Duty YouTuber. This is his favorite gun in the game. He says this thing might even be better than the M16, and I try it out, and this thing is absolutely amazing with the red dot. You guys can see it's a 2-tap god. This gun will 2-tap the heck out of anyone, and what I mean by that is it's just a tap and they're dead. This thing has, I don't think, any fire rate cap, so people will probably be using modded controllers with this, so watch out for that. But if you have a decently fast trigger finger like myself, honestly, I don't even have that good of a trigger finger. finger because I don't really use semi-auto guns. But if you have any sort of a trigger finger, this gun is absolutely dominant. And the cool thing about this gun is you can run the Desert Eagle as your secondary, and then when you get in trouble at close range, just use that Desert Eagle to bam, bam, bam. It's a 2-shot kill as well, and you're basically 2-tapping people across the whole map. And I found that this gun worked very well on this map because this map was overgrown, and this gun probably works the best on, you know, overgrown, crossfire, bog. Similar to an M16 is how you'd want to play this gun. However, this gun is definitely not very good at all at close range because it's semi-auto, but that's why you had the Desert Eagle. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video talking about the top 5 guns in Modern Warfare Remastered. Let me know in the comment section down below your favorite gun in Modern Warfare Remastered. I'd really appreciate if you guys could let me know. If you guys made it to the end of the video, please drop a comment saying top 5 down in the comment section down below. As well, be sure to smack that like button. Let's go for 2,000 likes, of course. Subscribe for a cookie. Subscribe if you guys are new, and don't looky. And I'm out. Peace. Have a great night, guys.